I went sailing out to sea. Nothing seemed to be bothering me. Set my course into the sun. Thought that I'd just have some fun. Seas were still, winds were calm. Surely nothing could go wrong. Thought I had my riggings tight. Figured I'd just sail all night. Then the sun went down. Blackness filled the sky. The stars refused to shine. I just wondered why. Both began to sway. The winds and waves they soared. I knew I'd lost my way. Next thing I was overboard. And you rescued me. You rescued me. You looked down and heard my plea and picked me out of the raging sea. You rescued me. Sailing out so peacefully, since he came and rescued me. No more fear of rolling waves. Now I know that Jesus saves. No more cause to ever fear. Now I know that he is near. When I sail across the sea, Jesus Savior pilot me. And you rescued me. You rescued me. You looked down and heard my plea and picked me out of the raging sea. You rescued me. Rescued me.
Hello, welcome once again to another half hour. I'm Dallas Holm, and today we want to encourage you on the program. All of us need encouragement, even me, believe it or not. I know sometimes people look at people like myself and even myself and you know, see me on a television or on a stage or a record cover and think, gee, it must be great, but there are those times when I face discouragement, depression. I pray the prayers that don't seem to get answered occasionally, and I'm sure many of you go through that same thing. And in the music today, we've tried to deal with this topic especially. In fact, right now, Twila Paris is going to encourage you.
Courier valiant, bear Desperate relay, carry the light, carry the light. Brother, when the road is long, feel like giving in, but you're hanging on. Oh, brother, when the race is won, you will run into his obstacle ancient, chilling the way, enemy wakened, stoking the fray. Still be determined, fearless and true. Lift high the standard, carry it through, carry it through. Brother, when the road is long, feel like giving in, but you're hanging on. Oh, brother, when the race is won, you will run into his mindful of many, waiting to run, destined to finish what you've begun. Millions before you, cheering you on. Godspeed, dear runner, carry it on, carry it on.
Twila, it's a joy once again to have you on the program. I know that people that watch this especially look forward to your material. It's being played so much around the country on radio and now on the program here, and we're very pleased to have you back again. One song that is off your Kingdom Seekers album, which is the latest one you have out, Runner, is getting tons and tons of radio play. I can't turn the radio on without hearing Runner. In fact, I'm getting sick of it. No, I'm not. It's a great song, and I would just like to know what's behind it, why you wrote it, what's it all about.
I have to say that, to give credit where credit is due, that my little sister Starla, who's 19, co-wrote the lyrics of that song. So maybe that's the reason. It's not,
I think that's it. Yeah.
But when we wrote it, we really had in mind very specifically missionaries and more in general all Christians, because we are all involved in this long relay of carrying the gospel to our particular generation. And we get it from our parents, if you will. We pass it on down to the children, and they carry it to their generation. And they were all responsible for our own particular generation to carry the gospel to them. And that if we are faithful, that in the end, of course, the reward, we will run into his arms.
Oh, I know you may get weary, and the times they may get rough. You may not have all you want, but you'll always have enough. And when your darkest hour comes, just remember what I said. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or their seed begging for bread. Oh, I know it seems so hopeless, and you don't know what to pray. You've done all you know to do, and it seems there's just no way. And when you feel you're at the end, well, just remember what I said. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or their seed begging for bread. I've never seen God's people with a need that He could not meet. I know that He cares for His own, and His promises He'll keep. So just hold on a little longer. Answers soon to come. The endless waiting's almost over. The victory's almost won. And when again you feel His joy, you'll remember what I said. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or their seed begging for bread. I've never seen the righteous forsaken. I've never seen the righteous forsaken. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, or their seed begging for
I think many times, unfortunately, people almost expect that a female artist is going to sing songs or make statements dealing largely with maybe just emotions or kind of a light surface sort of thing. You say very strong things. You are very confrontive in some of your material. You really deal with issues. Do you find in your ministry, does that in any way, is that an intimidating factor? Does it hinder you as far as being accepted? Is there a kind of a, oh, you shouldn't be saying things like that, you know? Or do you maybe have an advantage in being a female and dealing some of those? Is there a shock value to it or something like that?
I do try to always say things in songs. It's very difficult. I can't write a song that doesn't have content, you know.
Yeah.
And so I do that, yes. And because of my background, like you said, it just sort of comes out. And it may sound strong to some people. I try, and we've left songs off of albums because we felt they were a little too militant, and try to put that message in a different package. And I feel like that people perceive that. And also, there is that emotional element and that thing that does come along with being a woman, and it is part of you, that perhaps does make that message a little more palatable when it comes from someone who says, the warrior is a child.
would say the most enjoyable aspect of my ministry is to physically and literally see people's lives changed. Many people would think the most enjoyable part is the singing or the making records. And those things are enjoyable, but they're also a lot of work, a lot more than most people realize. And there's a lot of pressure involved in those things. But to give what you have inside, what the Lord has put in there, through music, through word, whatever areas of ministry God has given you, and then to see that get into the hearts of people's lives and to see them respond and their lives be touched. And like we see in concerts every night, people who give their lives to the Lord and are experiencing all the same things that I experienced that moment I gave my life to the Lord. That's so exciting to know that people's lives are actually being changed by the power of God. And that really is the most enjoyable aspect of the whole ministry.
Believing in the things you cannot see is hard sometimes, but it's the way for me. 'Cause things I saw began to fall and slowly fade away. The things the Lord has shown to me are in my heart to stay. So if all I ever knew is what He told me, if all I ever saw is what He showed me, I'd be content to realize He knows me, and all I want to do is live for Him. Faith is made of things you cannot see. Things that in my heart I know must be. Oh, that I put my faith in things above is all that I can do.
There was a time in my life when, because of certain struggles and trials in my own life, in my wife's life, in her physical situation, just some rough moments that we went through that many of you can relate to. You go through times when it just seems like you got problems and burdens and things that you pray about and you share together and you look for a solution, but it just doesn't seem to come. And at those times when you've done all you know to do and you're just hanging there and you feel like you're by yourself, the only thing that can sustain you is a faith in the Word of God, knowing that, well, no matter how I feel, no matter what seems to be going on around me, He said that He would sustain me. He said He'd never leave me or forsake me. He said that He hears me, and I can know if He hears me, I have the thing I ask. And I think in those times I learned that kind of faith and realized that that really is the only thing, ultimately, when everything else is stripped away, it's the only thing that really matters, is that faith, that trust, that confidence in the Lord and in His Word.
All